So for scoring.
Here is Michael. The head fake on Garnett. Over him into the lane with the game's first two.
Everybody's on their A game tonight. Now let's see now if they can increase the tempo. What normally happens in all-star games is that there's a lot of one-on-one. Larry Bird has a stress passing. What we used to do in the 80s. Let's see if they play together as a team and try to increase the competitive level that's happening out there.
Payton with the spin. Bryant. Kobe's first all-star comeback. Jordan takes the quick inbound pass, and his shot rattles out. Here comes Bryant ahead of the field. Reverse slam.
See, that was an ooh and an ah and a clap. See, that's what I'm talking about. In an all-star game,
Shaq, a lot of centers don't outlet the ball anymore. They want to be involved in their own offense, but Shaq knows how important that Kobe's electricity is to the team. Setting him up, the delivery, the spin, what's that, the helicopter?
No, that's called...
Except maybe in the All-Star game. He looked a little impatient there that last trip down the floor. He's got the ball in his hands again. To Garnett. Back to Kobe!
See, that's the ooh.
Kobe Bryant in transition. He's going to give it up here. And then Kevin Garnett showing that he can pass. When I asked all these players who their heroes were coming up, Isaiah, your name came up all the time. But Kevin Garnett, he said that his favorite player, he wanted to be like Magic Johnson. He's showing it right there, setting up the finish for Kobe well above the rim.
Nice.
Gary Payton. Hill gets a piece of the pass, and Kemp comes away with it. Kemp pushing it up the floor, takes it in, dumps it off to Hill, and the reverse isn't there, but Jordan stuffs it.
High above the rim. Everybody else only a spectator.
Jason Williams of the Nets checks in. Jordan, baseline, got it. Here to be bashful.
How much did you listen to your all-star coaches, Isaiah?
Well, I listen to him all the time because I was young and afraid like Kobe Bryant.
Count it, plus the foul for Jordan, who now has 8 and a chance.
I get him on the low post right here, and they give him the fake and the fade and the lean. Follow through, and you get the little bounce and the skip. That's when you know he's in his rhythm.
Back to Madison Square Garden after this. You're watching the NBA
All-Star Game. Jim Gray at Madison Square Garden. Kobe Bryant, first quarter 8 points to lead the West in scoring. Kobe, 19 years old. Is this everything you thought it'd be?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely enjoying myself. It's a top-notch basketball right here, so it's definitely a dream.
You're certainly not bashful. You came out firing.
I just wanted to come out and be aggressive and try to get loose and get within the flow of the game. And Kevin, we talked before the game. He said he's going to help me get loose, and he did.
How about that 360 dunk? Tell us about that one.
I just wanted to improvise and do something nice.
Now, you said you'd be nervous. You thought before the game, were you?
No. Once I stepped out there on the court, I really didn't feel as nervous, I guess, because I was at home, playing the game of basketball, and I haven't played in a couple of days, so I felt at home.
Just another game, right?
Yeah, right. Something like that.
All right, Kobe, we look forward to seeing you back in the game. Bob?
All right, Jim, thanks. Here's Glenn Rice with his first year.
Johnson, halfway between Milwaukee and Chicago. He said his dreams as a kid was just to go to Division I and be on TV every now and then. Now here he is.
Flex the shot, and his teammate Duncan has it. Last minute of the half.
Nice.
Duncan can't finish it, but Payton can.
What Shaq said.
Kobe for 3.
That's where Kobe dribbled. The spot-up shooting, one quick dribble here and then up.
See, when Sean Kemp's dunk, I love the antics that he does after his dunks. The little moves that he does.
Garnett, that's a 2-point attempt. Kemp has the rebound. Hardaway set Kemp up for that dunk with a nice pass. This time it's Hardaway to Mutombo.
Way to reward the big fella. The big fella gets out and runs. You got to give him the basketball.
Bryant, who now has 13 after hitting the 3 a moment ago. Shaq to the foul line for the jumper.
The East has so many of these 6'7" guys like Grant Hill who can dribble it out after their own rebound.
Bryant puts it to himself, and then tosses it over. Now, I'm not sure if he traveled there or if he had some kind of violation, because I'm not sure I've ever seen that move before.
That's what makes the Chicago situation so bizarre, because they all want him back, and the people in Chicago love him.
And I looked at each other and said, I think we're getting a little too old for this stuff now.
Jordan spins into the lane. The up and under is there for him.